There is growing chatter that Uhuru Kenyatta is attempting to quietly pull ODM out of the broad-based arrangement with William Ruto, with the ultimate goal of rallying support behind Fred Matiang'i. On paper, it sounds simple and strategic. In reality, it is politically unworkable. Today we're going to discuss 3 reasons why this effort will fail decisively. Be sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if this is a topic you'd like to see more videos on. To understand why Uhuru Kenyatta is suddenly fixated on pulling ODM out of the broad-based arrangement, you first have to understand one brutal political reality. By every credible opinion poll, and by every serious electoral projection being quietly discussed in political backrooms today, William Ruto is the man to beat in 2027. Not just competitive, not just leading, dominant. Ruto's numbers, county by county, block by block, now place him firmly ahead of any fragmented opposition configuration as long as ODM remains where it is. But here's the pivot point, the single pressure point, the one lever that still exists. If, and only if, ODM were to fully switch sides to the opposition, Ruto's electoral arithmetic changes overnight. His margins collapse, his coalition math tightens, the race reopens. And that is where Uhuru's ODM breakaway push is coming from. This is not about ideology, it is not about policy disagreements, and it is certainly not about sudden moral outrage, it is about numbers. Uhuru understands something very clearly. He does not need to defeat Ruto everywhere. He only needs to remove ODM from Ruto's column. Because without ODM, Ruto fights on multiple fronts. With ODM, Ruto cruises. That is why ODM, not Mount Kenya, not Coast, not Western, is now the primary battleground. And that is why this push feels urgent, loud, and increasingly frantic. But here is the irony. The same arithmetic that makes ODM tempting is the arithmetic that makes Uhuru's plan almost impossible. Because ODM knows exactly what it represents in that equation. And ODM will not give away that leverage cheaply or blindly. And that brings us to the 3 reasons why this ODM breakaway push, despite all the noise, will ultimately fail. Reason number 1, Uhuru no longer controls the one person who could move ODM as a bloc. In 2022, Uhuru Kenyatta did not rally ODM by persuasion. He rallied ODM through authority, borrowed authority. That authority belonged to Raila Odinga, the undisputed center of gravity within ODM. Raila delivered ODM's national base in full because the project was his own presidential bid. Uhuru was merely an ally, powerful, yes, but still secondary. Today, that leverage is gone. Uhuru is now attempting something fundamentally different, to move ODM without Raila, by leaning on ODM rebel noisemakers such as Edwin Sifuna. That is not how ODM works. ODM is a disciplined political movement with a clear, repeatedly stated objective: to form or be part of the next government. Walking away from a functioning pact with a politically astute, battle-tested incumbent president, William Ruto, in favor of a retired president with a history of failed promises to ODM is not strategy. It is nostalgia. And ODM does not gamble its future on nostalgia. Reason number 2, Uhuru's Mount Kenya power was the real multiplier, and it is gone. In 2022, Uhuru Kenyatta was not just a sitting president. He was in control of state power, enjoying residual goodwill across Mount Kenya, able to plausibly promise succession arithmetic. Even then, he failed. Despite full ODM backing and the weight of incumbency, Uhuru could not deliver Raila Odinga the presidency. Now strip that equation down to today's reality. Uhuru is retired, he controls no state machinery, his Mount Kenya support is fractured and transactional, his grassroots influence is largely ceremonial. Crowd excitement at public events does not translate into electoral infrastructure. If William Ruto, while an estranged deputy president, defeated Uhuru's 2022 project, then William Ruto as president will defeat Uhuru's 2027 project with ease. What Uhuru could not achieve with Raila, ODM, and incumbency, he cannot achieve with fringe ODM dissent and nostalgia. Reason number 3, Ruto has given ODM what Uhuru never did: power, visibility, and equity. This is the part many analysts avoid saying out loud. Under William Ruto, ODM strongholds have received consequential government appointments, strategic inclusion in state decision-making, development visibility tied directly to political cooperation. ODM is not a protest party by design. It is an egalitarian party, built on the idea that every Kenyan deserves equal representation, dignity, and opportunity. Ruto's national broad-based governing model aligns far more naturally with ODM's ideological self-image than Uhuru's historically insular, elite-centric politics ever did. For ODM's grassroots, from Nyanza to Western, the coast, and urban centers, the Ruto Pact is an easier sell, not a harder one. And politics always follows what is easiest to justify to voters. The bottom line: Uhuru Kenyatta no longer has the Raila factor, the Mount Kenya block, the power of incumbency, or a credible path to State House. ODM, meanwhile, has access to power, predictability, and a partner who understands coalition math better than anyone else in Kenyan politics. That is why ODM will not just remain in the broad-based arrangement until 2027, it will deepen it beyond 2027. Let us know in the comments. Do you think Uhuru Kenyatta still has the political muscle to pull ODM away from William Ruto ahead of 2027? Or is this already a closed chapter? Hit the thumbs up if you value sharp, data-driven political analysis. Subscribe to Kenya 2027 Watch for more no-nonsense insights into the forces shaping the next election. Politics is not about noise, it's about numbers, leverage, and timing. And we're here to separate the facts from the propaganda.